Good afternoon. At this time, would you please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance and remain standing for the singing of the National Anthem by Addison Hatch, a member of LPS Children's Choir and All-State Children's Choir from 2023 and 24. She will be joined by two students signing the National Anthem. They are Laurelyle Abner and Kamaya Davis, members of our ASL class at Life Ready Center. The colors are being presented today by LHS Color Guard under the direction of Command Sergeant Major Retired David Cecil. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
So proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets the bombs bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and home of the brave?
I am Charlotte Oates, and I would like to welcome you to this year's Lawton Public Schools Teacher of the Year celebration. We are so excited to be able to hold this event during the day so that you can all join us in celebrating these amazing educators and these wonderful community members who are making a huge impact on Lawton Public Schools and the lives of our students. Our theme this year is Passport to Our Future. On that passport are the three objectives of Lawton Public Schools: enrolled, enlisted, employed. There's no better way to get our students to one of those three pathways than to provide them with excellent, dedicated professionals such as the people you will learn about today. At this time, I would like to welcome our superintendent, Mr. Heim, to the podium to say a few words.
First of all, I'd like to say welcome, and my apologies for the mic not being on. For us standing up here, we heard an awesome rendition of the national anthem. Thing about technology is sometimes it's working and then it goes off, and I do apologize for that happening, but she did a wonderful job for those of you who are not able to hear it. Thank you guys for being here. I say this every year, but it's such an honor to be the superintendent of Lawton Public Schools. I've been a superintendent at 3 different schools, and never did we get board attendance. We have 4 board members here today. Would you guys stand up? You know, I challenge you teachers to find one district in the state that gave you $3,500 before Christmas in bonuses, one board that did it. Your board does it. You know, they vote for that every year because they appreciate you. So thank you guys. You know, the other thing as we go through the greetings is when at the end of the program, when we're given the awards, and the financial comes through with these sponsors, it goes really fast. Please stop and listen. It is amazing the amount of support our teachers get in this community. I think we gave $120,000 in grants just a couple weeks ago from the foundation. I think the last I heard, there's over $40,000 today going to be given out by our community because they support you as teachers. We are so lucky to have you, and the people in this community appreciate you. And one thing the social media world does to us is sometimes one person makes you think there's a lot of people. One person on social media is one person on social media. 99% of this community supports you, our teachers. Moving forward, because I'm standing between you guys and Christmas break, so you don't want to hear me preach and go on. You've heard all you wanted. We're going to give away a couple of awards we give away every year. The first one's our Friend of Education. Every community are special people who realize the way to improve its quality of life is to lift those around to the greatest possible heights. The best members of a community distinguish themselves by giving of themselves, not for the attention it may bring up in them, but because of the compassion for others. We are so fortunate to have many in our community who support our employees, our students, and work to do everything they can to help you as educators. This year is no different, as we recognize a community member and an organization who have been key partners for our district. They continue to go above and beyond to support our district, and we're eternally grateful. I always give stories. The first one, two stories with it. One is, I know for a fact, and he might throw something at me, he's already just recently given $100,000 to some kind of fund to the Education Foundation. Just wrote a check for $100,000. Anytime I need anything, I could pick up the phone and call and say, I need this, and he would do what he could to help me get it. And if it's for you. And so our first recipient, and the best part of the story, is I didn't even know he had a first name. So now I know Clayton L., as we all know, Buddy Green. Would you please come up? Again, when you move to a community, you need things. And we talk about this all the time when we got ready to start making spaces. And people don't know, but we got ready to turf the fields and that whole process of doing it. You contact community members to talk about how we're going to fund this and how we're going to make it work. And Buddy's been a big, he doesn't ever want to talk about it, but he's been a big impact behind the scenes of making sure those things can get done and we can do it. So thank you again, Mr. Clayton Buddy Green. Our next organizational recipient, it's kind of an interesting story how this came to be, but last year, people who work around, I come up with ideas, say, hey, we need to do this. The problem is sometimes it's today and we need to do it tomorrow. And the blessing I have is I just say it and then go home and they have to figure out how to get it done. Well, last year we came up with the idea of the Family Fun Night. And it was a great idea. The team put it together and we were excited about it. And I was driving on Thursday, I was driving the day before at about 3 o'clock, and I got thinking, it's going to be 110 tomorrow. Why don't we do this inside at the Coliseum where it's air conditioned? So So I called a couple of them. They're like, oh my gosh, here we go again. And our team pulled it together. But the amazing thing is, if you know, there's a fee to renting the Coliseum. And one of our supporters found out what we were doing, and he picked up the phone and just paid it. We didn't have a purchase order, so it was going to be a hard thing. How many of you know? Lance is not here today because he's at a funeral, but how many of you know if you don't have a purchase order, you got to deal? Yeah, there you go. You got to deal with Lance if you don't have a purchase order. But so it was such a blessing that he just picked that up for us right then. Besides the many other things he's done for us, including he's committed to building us a new pig barn for our vocational agriculture students. And he will get that done for us in the near future, but I told him I couldn't go without saying that, although he didn't come. It's Loopy Construction Company, and here too, for Charles Loopy, is office owner, and his son, Shane, is here to accept the award. Thank you, Loopy Construction Company, for all you do for Lawton Public Schools.
And here to present our Crystal Pillar Awards are Lisa Carson and Kirsten Green from the Lawton Public School Foundation. I'm good.
Every year we like to recognize a business or an individual that's made just a real difference for the Lawton Public School Foundation. And this year we would like to recognize the Lawton Public School media team and Lynn Cordes. So you can't see many of them because they're all working. So if you are here and you're working from the media team, we'd love to give a wave to you and so we can see who you are up in the balcony, behind the stage. So, you know, when you work for a nonprofit, a lot of what you do is build relationships and tell your story, and we could not do it without Lynn and her team. They are great with our videos and social media and just telling our stories so that people in our community can know what we're doing with the donations that they're giving. Thank you, Lynn. And then the second one, I'll just go ahead and say, was unable to be here. It's Phil and Anita Kennedy. Anita, many of you may know, this is her 40th year with Lawton Public Schools. She is a librarian. And Phil has several businesses in town. And I would just say that, you know, Phil has been a part of the LPS Foundation for many years and is just always willing with several of his businesses to support us any way we can, whether that's with donations, with prizes, and just being an advocate and a cheerleader for our community and our school district. Thank you.
Okay, and this year, we are excited to celebrate and share our appreciation to our support personnel with the Educational Support Staff of the Year Award. We cannot have a thriving and successful district without the dedication and commitment of our support staff. I will tell you, as a principal for 15 years, I have said for a long time, I can be gone for many days and my school would run just fine. If my secretaries all took off the same day, we'd have to call off school. This year, we had a record 31 applicants for this award. If you received the winning support staff nomination from your building and you are in this room, please stand so we can recognize you. Awesome. Oh, no. Mr. Himes said they're all working so that our system stays together. They actually are the glue. We are so proud to recognize our support personnel for the contributions that they make day in and day out. Today, we celebrate 4 finalists for their accomplishments of supporting the overall mission of LPS at the highest levels of contribution, impact, and excellence. So, finalists, when I call your name, please join me on stage by using this set of risers so that all of our bosses can shake your hand as you go across, and then remain on stage until all 4 of you are recognized, okay? From Whittier Elementary, Mickey Davis, cafeteria manager. Mickey Davis has worked for LPS for 8 years. Ms. Davis is knowledgeable. No, you come right on over here and shake the hands right over here. Ms. Davis is knowledgeable, dependable, and always positive. When there are challenges, she rises to meet them. Students never know when a food shipment doesn't come in, or when a freezer goes out, or when a custodian is out sick. Ms. Davis doesn't complain or get frustrated. She just keeps smiling and finds a way. Miss Mickey Davis. From the Life Ready Center, Miss Gail Marshall, Secretary. Ms. Marshall has been with the district for 22 and a half years and with LRC for 4 years. She is the work mother, grandmother, friend, resident detective, and steadfast supporter of the LRC staff. She can work those cameras better than anybody I've ever seen. Miss Marshall is the face of the LRC. She runs a tidy, well-organized, and welcoming office. Her desk displays student artwork, birthday dates, photos of students and staff, but she does ask a lot of questions. Miss Gail Marshall. From Woodland Hills, Amanda McCune, Secretary. Love that support. Thank you so much. In the words of her principal, I am truly amazed by her hard work and dedication, not just to Woodland Hills, but to LPS as a whole. She is a bright light in our school. A true hero isn't measured by the size of his strength, but by the strength of his heart. She is living proof that not all superheroes wear capes. Miss Amanda McCune. From Learning Tree Academy, Stacy Taylor, special ed teacher's assistant. Ms. Taylor has been with LPS for 12 years. Her boundless enthusiasm and kind heart brighten our school community and make a huge difference for our students. Her unwavering dedication, exceptional work, compassion for others, and genuine commitment to serve the community truly embodies the spirit of excellence this award represents. Miss Stacy Taylor. So let's give them all a round of applause before I announce who they. So, words such as passion, team player, creativity, inquisitiveness, meeting students where they are, all describe this person. This staff member sees their school community not just as staff, students, or friends, but as family. Whether you know this staff member on a personal level or have just met one time, you will never forget this individual or the smile that greets you. This year's winner has a strong dedication to education and to our district. It is with great pleasure that I can announce this year's Educational Support Staff of the Year. is Miss Gail Marshall.
Well, Miss Charlotte says I have 3 minutes, but I'm not going to do that to you. I just want to say thank you to my LRC family for their support and their love, and thank you to my family that's out there been with me forever. And I'm going to make this short and sweet. Thank you guys so much.
Yeah, they do. We usually hold this event near the end of the school year, and that may change for next year. We may move that a little bit closer to the end. But we'd like to recognize any staff members who may be retiring this year. So if you know that you're going to retire at the end of this year, if that is you, please stand and let us thank you for your years of service to Lawton Public Schools and everything you have done for our students. Look, nobody? So do we have people standing? Who's standing? Well, we like to keep our teachers, so if I couldn't recognize somebody standing, that means you get to stay. Okay. Of special note, we have an unusually large number of state and nationally recognized employees, and I would like to recognize those. And they should be on our am I in the right place? Yeah. Miss Stephanie Overby is a top 10 finalist in the State Teacher of the Year for 2023. And Stephanie is not with us today, so she can't stand to be recognized, but she made the top 10 in the state as a Teacher of the Year. So that deserves recognition. Miss Doris Bigler, are you here? Stand. Yeah. Doris Bigler was awarded the Tulsa STEM Regional Alliance Siegfried Excellence in STEM Education Award. Congratulations, Miss Doris. It's Doris Bigler, but when she came to the LRC on her once a week or once a month, we called her Doris Day. And we all celebrated. It's Doris Day. Yeah. And if you were younger than 40, you probably didn't get that. Okay. Raylisha Stanley. Raylisha, I think I saw you come in. Is she here? There she is. Raylisha was one of my students in high school. And Raylisha York Stanley, National Johnson O'Malley Association 2024 Educator of the Year. Congratulations, Miss Stanley. Lynn Cordes, y'all all know who Lynn Cordes is, right? She won the award of OASA District 13 Assistant Superintendent Central Office Administrator of the Year Award for 2023. State, yeah. What? No, District 13 for the year. Administrator of the Year. Oh, and he advised me that she won the District 13, but she also won the state award amongst all those districts. I thought I said that, but probably didn't. Thank you, Mr. Heim, because we are state winners here. Yes. As is evident by the Magna Award that this entire school district won, which is a nationwide winner in the category of 20,000 students or less. It is a first-time award for LPS, and we are very proud of that. And we were the only one in the nation with 23 students or less to win the Magna Award. We all deserve an applause for that. Yes. And finally, with huge congratulations, Mr. Kevin Heim, Oklahoma Educators Hall of Fame 2024. Selecting our winners in each category is a tough task. Each year, a committee of LPS staff and volunteer community members dedicate their time to read portfolios, watch teaching videos, and interview our candidates. That is a long process. It's a grueling process. But they give their time, they do so willingly, and they thank me afterwards because they've learned so much about Lawton Public School and about our teachers. I would like to recognize the committee members that you see on the screen. I ask that they stand and let us thank them for a job well done. If you are here, we want to recognize Dr. Laura Pacino, LPS Executive Director of Human Services, Lupi Ostrowski, LPS Director of Elementary Curriculum. Stephanie Overby is not here, but she was our LPS Teacher and State Teacher of the Year finalist. Scott Smith, LPS Teacher and State Teacher of the Year finalist from the year before. Lisa Carson, Lawton Public School Foundation Chair. Dr. Taylor Francis could not be here today. There was a medical problem in his family, so he's not here, but he represented the Laura Fields Trust Board member. So today we have Brian Birdwell here today to, yes, please stand. To represent the Laura Fields Trust Board. Bridget Randall, Chevy Nation co-owner in charge of PR and marketing. If you are here, I don't see, let me see. Jennifer Dennis, Dean of School of Graduate and Professional Studies and Dean of Department of Education at Cameron University. Cheryl Tate, retired teacher for LPS and former Teacher of the Year. Is she here? And Jeff Elbert, LPS teacher and former first-class Teacher of the Year and current Teacher of the Year. And he wanted me to tell you he's not here because he's driving a bus full of a bunch of wrestlers to an event. And that's his first love. So, hey, I said, go and do your thing, man. Tina Lovato, LPS teacher and former first-class Teacher of the Year. Kyoko McCracken, LPS teacher and former first-class Teacher of the Year. Monty Brown from Liberty National Bank, and Jennifer Strong from Sodexo, and Tana Kraus, who is also an LPS employee working with our police department. All of these wonderful people were the committees that chose the people that you see. And as I said, it's a grueling task, but it's a wonderful task, and they learned so much, and they were very appreciative, and we could not have done that without them. Today would not be possible without the planning and hard work of many other LPS staff members. I would like to say a special thank you to Kathy Kennedy, Lisa Glover, Debbie Brown, Sabrina Muniz, Scott Smith, Lynn Cordes, Eldwin Matthew, and Brenda Hatch. Those people, first of all, the communications and media departments, and they're all over the place, and they're making this possible and live streaming this today. With special thanks to Dave McDermott, Eli Perrin, and Vanessa Perez. Without Eli and Vanessa, those committee members could not have done their rubrics to score those portfolios. Some of the portfolios were many, many pages long, and there were 28 of them to score, with many pages long times 28. Scott's House of Flowers, you notice the beautiful flowers on the table. Joanne Gasbeck for the beautiful balloon arrangements on this stage. And Joanne said And I'd like to say this out loud, that the only things that she has to keep is this column and this column. And if anyone, let us get pictures done first, please. But if anyone after that wants any of these two things of balloons, it's first come, first serve. Otherwise, she'll come up here and get her scissors and pop all of them in order to get them taken down. If you've got a party coming up and you want to use these balloons, don't knock anybody down getting them, but come get them after we're done. And the staff here at Lawton High School who helped prepare for today's event, this is a beautiful auditorium, and we're so excited that we're here and very grateful that they were so kind to us and they've been so helpful. And especially and finally the LPS board members who are ever present, always supportive of our efforts to be better, brighter, and more informed school district. And thank you so much. We love having you guys. Now, the reason that you're actually here. So, first class teacher of the year. The next group of educators to celebrate this afternoon are the first class teachers. Teachers who have taught in our district for less than 2 years at the end of the current year are eligible to become the first class teacher of the year. They are nominated by their principal and are interviewed by the selection committee. This year we had a record 14 applicants for this award. If you receive the winning First Class Teacher of the Year nomination from your building, please stand so we can recognize you. Awesome. Being a teacher altogether is hard. Being a first class teacher, a one-year teacher, is almost impossible. For them to be able to survive the year and go, yes, I did it. It's really a plus. We appreciate them. We love them. We mentor them. We take care of them. We need them. We need them. And so congratulations for making it through this first year, guys. We know that behind every great teacher is a support team made up of family, friends, mentors, and colleagues. In a minute, I will call each candidate to the stage. As they are walking up, if you are a member of that teacher support team, please stand so we can recognize and thank you as well. And when you come on stage, as your names are called, stay on stage to wait for the announcement, please. From Elmore West Elementary, Miss Lucinda Dupuis, 3rd grade. Ms. Dupuis has been with Elmore for 2 years. Ms. Dupuis is an advocate for her students. She takes time each and every day to allow them to share their voice. She is inviting, outgoing, innovative, and above all, an empathetic teacher who sees value in each one of her students. Ms. Lucinda Dupuis. From MHS, Mr. Ryan Shows, English teacher. Regardless of any challenges, Ryan rises to the occasion and always puts forth his best effort for his students. He is a consummate professional, and he is well loved by both students and faculty. I honestly can't think of a more deserving person for this award. It is rare to find someone who just has it their first year, but Ryan Shows does, and we are so lucky to have him, as written by his administrators. Mr. Ryan Shows. From Sullivan Village Elementary, Destiny Abila, music teacher. Miss Abila has been at Sullivan Village since January of 2024. She worked as a long-term sub during the 22-23 school year and then was hired as their music teacher. She has the ability to light up the classroom with inspiration and leaves a lasting impact on the lives of her students. She encourages critical thinking, creativity, and resilience in her students, equipping them with lifelong skills. Ms. Destiny Abila. From Whittier Elementary, T.J. Williams, kindergarten teacher. Ms. Williams worked for LPS for 1.5 years as a secretary before being hired as a teacher in 2023. Her secretarial skills and diligent work ethic was the reason Ms. Walker knew that she would make a fine kindergarten teacher for her young students. She continues to grow and learn every day as a first-class teacher. Her students are learning more than just reading and math. They are learning how to be persistent and dedicated thanks to Ms. Williams. Ms. T.J. Williams. This year's winner quickly learned the importance of asking questions, observing peers, and leaning on other teachers to help make their first year a success. Their curiosity about classroom management, instructional strategies, and best practices was the first indication that they would succeed in the classroom. Being a tenacious and dedicated professional has culminated in them being selected for this high honor. Ladies and gentlemen, this year's First Class Teacher of the Year winner is Ms. T.J. Williams.
As I tell my students, take a breath. All right, I want to make sure to thank Brenda Walker, who has really supported me as an amazing administrator. She has backed me in everything that I've tried and accomplished. I want to thank Mrs. Trope, who's been my mentor these 2 years. What an amazing person to help me out. And my whole Whittier family. I couldn't have done it without y'all. Y'all have supported me and helped me and my students anytime that we get into a pickle. Thanks to my family for supporting me and always telling me I can do, and teaching me to pass that on to these students. Thank you to LPS for giving me the opportunity. I really am humbled by this. Thank you so much.
It's such an honor to be recognized by your peers, administrators, students, and parents as an outstanding educator who has gone above and beyond to make a difference in the lives of students. At this time, I want to announce each school's Teacher of the Year winner and ask them to stand and remain standing until all school winners have been announced. So hold your applause, please. Catherine Moon, Almore West. Shaylin Jones, Brockland Learning Center. Sam Pequeño, Carriage Hills. Kimberly Batten, Central Middle School. Amanda Scott, Cleveland. Tashelle Basu, Crosby Park. Lindsay Albert Mays, Douglas Learning Center. Brittany McNutt, Edison. Holly Phillips, Eisenhower Elementary. Chauncey Jones, Eisenhower Middle School. Amy Roos, Eisenhower High School. Adam Van Buren, Eisenhower High School. Brooke Rooney, Freedom. Debbie Payne, Hugh Bish. Megan Ship, Lawton High School. Anna Kirchen, Lawton High School. Kim Wickham, Learning Tree Academy. Lou Hale, Life Ready Center. Rachel Bryant, Lincoln. Kimberly Epps, MacArthur Middle School. Carlos Iritzari, MacArthur Middle School. Melinda Perez, MacArthur High School. June Cavellas, New Horizons. Mary Kennemore, Pat Henry. Paige Gordon, Pioneer Park. Nicole Tarpley, Ridgecrest. Donna Jennings, Sullivan Village. Kayla Brierton, Whittier. And Lindsay Ballard, Woodland Hills. Please help me congratulate all of our school's Teacher of the Year winners. There's a lot of dedication and dedicated teachers in this room, and you can feel the love, and it's wonderful. It's wonderful. After being nominated, teachers completed a portfolio consisting of professional information, teacher reflection, and letters of recommendation. After gathering the information, the selection committee had the difficult task of narrowing the list to 8 finalists. Once the finalists were named, they were required to provide additional information for their portfolio, submit a 10-minute teaching video, and participate in an interview. This year, we had a record 29 teachers, all willing to go to the state level. As I introduce each of our 8 finalists, they will come to the stage with a very special guest who, through their video, will tell us exactly why his or her teacher should be named Teacher of the Year. And then after that short video is done, then teachers then move back to your seats, okay, until we do our announcements. Number 1, we'll do the elementary first. You'll come up with your person and watch your video with your person, and we have a couple of gifts for you to give your student. Number 1, from Brooklyn Learning Center, Shaylin Jones, pre-K. She is accompanied by Brooks Plunk. Can it? Yeah, so he can see. Okay.
My name is Brooks Plunk, and I love Miss Jones. She's the best teacher ever. And I love Miss Jones. When I'm sad, she makes me happy. She gives me lots of huggies. She's silly, best school mommy. She makes her class a family. I love her. I want her to be the Teacher of the Year.
What is this? Ready? Da 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 da. Special letter. Why is a special letter? Because it makes how many sounds? 2. 2 sounds.
That was Shaylin Jones and Brooks Plunk. From Pat Henry Elementary, Mary Kinnamore. She teaches their ED class from kindergarten 1 and 2. She is accompanied by Sawyer Robson.
Hi, my name is Sawyer. Mrs. Kenmore. My favorite teacher. Mrs. Kenmore supports me. She loves me, takes care of me. She's my big cheerleader. She makes my days happy. And she'll always be my Teacher of the Year.
What sounds do you hear when you say blink? Ba, l. Blink. So we're going to put a B and an L. Very good. Pat yourselves on the back. That was very good.
Mary Kinnamore, and Sawyer Robson. From Eisenhower Elementary, Holly Phillips. She is accompanied by Benjamin Mintel.
Miss Phillips is the best. She makes sure we feel comfortable if we need to talk to her. She makes sure we understand our academics and activities. She is patient. She holds us accountable. She gives us chances to try again. She is an encouragement to everyone in the building and is very involved. She makes sure my parents know how to support me in my learning and in my personal growth. Miss Phillips is kind, funny, and most of all loving. Miss Phillips is the best.
So it's a multiple of 2. Is it a multiple of 5? No. Why not, Erica?
Because it doesn't end in a 0 or a 5.
Very good. So is it a multiple of 10?
No.
Nope. Because why? Everybody.
It doesn't end in 0.
It doesn't end in 0.
Miss Phillips is the best. She makes
Did you get it? Ms. Holly Phillips and Benjamin Mintel. Freedom Elementary, Brooke Rooney. She is accompanied by Joshua Murphy.
Hello everyone, my name is Joshua Murphy. When I first met Ms. Rooney, when I was in kindergarten, I first went to her makerspace classroom. I really had problems with sitting down, so she usually let me stand in the back of the classroom and let me watch what she did in her class. How Ms. Rooney is different from other teachers is when I first joined her robotics team in 3rd grade. That's when we started to get along really easy. When I first went to a competition for robotics, I was really competitive at that tournament, so it was hard for me to keep my emotions down. But when Ms. Rooney told me to calm down, we got 2nd place for Best Robot Design when we went to regionals this year.
You're right, it sounds like a piano. You're right, yeah.
Brooke Rooney and Joshua Murphy. From the Life Ready Center, Lou Hale. He's accompanied by Sarah Johnson from Eisenhower High School.
I strongly believe that Mr. Hale deserves to be nominated for Teacher of the Year because there is no one more dedicated to their students than him. His help is unwavering and isn't limited to just education and school. Mr. Hale is able to break down any subject and teach it in an engaging and thoughtful manner, while also taking the time to get to know each of his students. He is always rooting for his students' successes, even when they are facing several challenges. In the 4 years that I have known Mr. Hale, he has always motivated me to persevere and stay focused while reminding me that mistakes are a part of learning. Having him as a teacher has allowed me to grow into a stronger and more confident individual. Without his guidance, I would not be the person that I am today. His classroom has become a safe environment for students seeking guidance or someone to lend an ear. Having Mr. Hale as a teacher means always having someone in your corner no matter what. Even when you're at your worst, Mr. Hale will always be right there to help you get back on your feet. All of these traits make Mr. Hale the most influential teacher I've ever known and the ideal candidate for Lawton Public Schools 2024 Teacher of the Year.
And this just provides a cold area so that this vapor that's coming up over this edge into this area actually has a chance to go from a gas into a what phase? Liquid phase. And once it's in the liquid phase, gravity will cause it to pull down and it'll actually pull off material here.
Lou Hale and Sarah Johnson. From MacArthur Middle School, Carlos Irizarry teaches Spanish. He's accompanied by Nixon Pacheco.
I'm Nixon Pacheco. Now I'll be talking about why I believe Mr. Rice should be Teacher of the Year from MacArthur Middle School. One of the reasons why is because he's shown a lot of support and empathy towards me. Throughout my 6th and 7th grade years, I have shown a lot of anxiety, and that really made me stressed. So he would confront me and have me talk about my feelings, which would make me feel more better. He is a very positive mentor towards me, and it has made me feel more positive and happy. Through the 2 years I've taken that class, he has influenced me to be less stressed and have more confidence in myself and all my classes. He has not just talked about the Spanish language, but also Spanish culture, especially that of Latin American countries and Spain. The way he teaches is very fun and positive, which causes us to learn the Spanish language in a more positive manner, and not just, hola, me llamo es. Class was very community-oriented. In certain projects, like for example Project Ganas, we talked about the community and things that we could help to boost the community and fix it with all the problems it has right now. Overall, I believe that Mr. I is a great teacher towards not only me, but all the students learning the Spanish language at NMS.
Otra vez, yo. Otra vez, yo. Estudio. ¿Cómo? Hablar. Español. Is that true or false? Do you guys study how to speak Spanish in this class? Yeah.
Carlos Irizarry and Nixon Pacheco. From Lawton High School, Anna Kirchen, a history teacher. She is accompanied by Samaya Green.
In my almost 14 years of schooling, my favorite classroom has become Miss Anna Kirchen's. Every single classroom has a different environment. Every single classroom has a different vibe. She builds a connection with each and every one of her students, even writing down funny conversations for us to look back on throughout the year. Miss Kirchen is a pillar that holds up our academic program. She is a solo coach of our academic team and makes sure every student has a chance to participate in academic competitions, whether that be through academic team, Cameron Thesis Defense, or interscholastic competitions. Ms. Kirchen makes sure every single competition is great. She brings treats she buys with her own money and makes sure everybody gets a chance to participate. Ms. Kirchen has helped me and every student in her classroom grow, not only as a student, but as a person. She has helped me personally through many hard times this year alone. In conclusion, go team, go sports.
If the United States were only run by the Supreme Court, what form of government would that be? Based on these definitions. Oligarchy, why? Because it's a group of people.
Anna Kirchen and Samaya Green. And finally, from MacArthur High School, Melinda Perez, theater/drama. She is accompanied by Cadence Applin. Can you tell she's a drama teacher? She gave birth to drama people.
Hi, I'm Cadence Applin, and I'm a senior at MacArthur High School, and I've been taking this private classes for all 4 years throughout high school. I've taken drama, speech and debate, broadcasting. Hi, I'm Cadence Applin, and I'm a senior at MacArthur High School, and I've been taking Miss Perez's classes for all 4 years throughout high school. I've taken drama, speech and debate, broadcasting, and technical theater under her, and I can say that all of these classes have uniquely shaped my high school experience. In broadcasting, Miss Perez makes sure that every single one of our school events gets filmed so families, students, and teachers can watch it. In speech and debate, she gets us ready for tournament and makes sure that we're ready to go, does all of the paperwork, everything. And in drama, even though Miss Perez is not technically a drama teacher anymore, she makes sure that everything happens. Like this past week, we had our musical at our school, and it wouldn't have been able to happen without her. She's absolutely fundamental in making sure that things happen around our school, whether it's for the activities that she actually leads or it's lending a helping hand to those that she doesn't. And another thing I love about taking Miss Perez's classes is that she is absolutely invested in her students' success. Miss Perez is invested in making sure that I succeed in every aspect of my life, whether it's speech and debate or just making sure that I succeed as a person. And I think that's incredibly admirable. I can't think of anyone who I find more deserving to be Teacher of the Year than Miss Perez.
So in those instances, it's meant to be an attack on a person, but it's not necessarily a direct name-calling situation. Exactly.
Melinda Perez and Cadence Applin. As you can see, we have excellent teachers in our system, as represented by these well-spoken students whose lives that these teachers have impacted so much. We are going to start by announcing the Elementary Teacher of the Year. You ready? Yeah, get on with it. This year's Elementary Teacher of the Year winner is Ms. Shaylin Jones.
goodness, this is going to be the hardest part right here. I told myself that if I was lucky enough to be chosen for this award, that I would take a moment and soak it all in. So that's what I'm going to do now. I'm going to take a moment and I'm going to look across the auditorium to find my colleagues, my family, my friends, my students, my coworkers, peers, and professionals from past and present I have met along the way, and our district leaders. Hi, Mom. Hi, Sammy. Thank you, baby. Growing up, I always knew that teaching was my passion, my calling. I spent countless hours with my siblings, forcing them to play school with old lined paper and desks from my poppy's classroom. My brother still says I tortured them. Those hours, used primarily as a form of distraction in a home filled with tension, hostility, and even a little fear, provided us with solace, and soon, playing school turned into going to school. Somehow, no one noticed the turmoil going on in our home, and after our world finally found peace and justice, I decided that I would make sure to help any child living through abuse and fear. So if you ask me why I'm here today, it's because I truly want to provide a space for students and children to feel loved, to feel seen, to feel valued and worthy, and most importantly, safe. Every student deserves a cheerleader. I am eternally grateful for the opportunity to represent my school. Go Bison! Brockland hasn't even been open for a full year yet, so I do not take for granted one moment of this honor. I want to thank my class of the best students in the whole world, my amazing TA, Miss Natalie Stoles, and to represent this amazing district. They truly pour into the lives of each and every student and do everything in their power to help them succeed. A special thank you to my mom and my Grammy for all that they have done for me along the way, and to my Poppy in heaven who inspired me to be a teacher. I would also like to thank my siblings, who were my first students, and my in-laws who have come into my life and supported me as if I have always been a part of their family. I would also like to thank the professors at Cameron University who never stopped devoting themselves to the profession, and the biggest thank you to my fiance for his unwavering support and unconditional love. All of the Walmart runs to go get things for our class, all of the stops for drinks and goodies. I could not have made it without him. And also for my son for always saving me each and every day without even knowing it. I am truly blessed and will never take a single moment of this accomplishment for granted. It is the honor of my life to stand up here after the recommendation of my amazing administrator, Miss Katie Carrin. And I'm grateful to her as well for everything that she does for us. Thank you all so much.
And now for our secondary teacher of the year. As you can see by the videos and the student testimonials, we have some fabulous teachers. And the secondary teacher of the year, the winner this year is Carlos Irizarry.
Hey, Nixon, I told you that if we did this, we're going to have a quick Spanish lesson. All right, so I want everybody in the room, if you can hear me, can you please spell socks? 1, 2, 3. S-O-C-K-S, that's right. You know what S-O-C-K-S means? And that's the way it is. So, now Nixon, now you owe me $10, buddy. I told you I can do them. All right, so here's the deal. We are in a situation as educators to be very fortunate to be there for some very special people. The first I want to thank is our support staff in our buildings. Please give it up for those folks. The other thing is I want to thank, because a lot of times they don't get enough thanks, the administrators. Thank you, guys. Now, I love core curriculum because I actually was an ELA teacher when I first started MacArthur. My English was so good they gave me Spanish. So, the deal is, guys, we know what it is to walk in our rooms. We know what it is to have to put in effort. We know that sometimes we just want to dial it in, but let's not. Really, let's not. I feel like at times at MacArthur Middle, I am the CEO of Room 12 at MacArthur. And I tell that to my students because I have expectations. I also feel like I'm an edupreneur. I love education, I love business, and I want to make sure that our students are prepared for the real world. So, one thing I talk about a lot is succession planning. Being able to look at those faces in your class and determine what future they can have. We can do that. We have the ability to do that. Let's try our best to do that. Let's try our best to find the next teachers. Let's try our best to find the next coaches out there. Let's find the people who can make a difference in our communities. You know, Lawton has a lot to be proud of, but a lot of times we don't hear that. We need to. This is our community. Let's try to do the most we can for the community. And Nixon, I'm going to tell you right now, I am the proudest of you. This guy was with me in 6th grade. He was pretty quiet. Now, he's actually, the sergeant of the JROTC? First sergeant of JROTC is our building. Give it up for that guy. So, again, I am thoroughly blessed. I think I'll write a book. I don't know. I'll see. But the bottom line is this, guys. We're about to have a bunch of days off. Let's recharge, let's refocus, and let's enjoy what we have in front of us. We really do have the future in our hands. I am blessed. Thank you so much. Muchas gracias. Adios.
We are almost done. And to our winners and our 16 semifinalists, to all of you out there, I want you to be sure that you recognize that there are 16 book bags along the front of the stage right here. So each one of you has your name on a book bag, and there's lots of really good goodies in the book bag. So don't leave this room without taking your book bag, because a lot of the things that you were awarded, even as a semifinalist, there's money, there's gift cards, there's teaching items, there's keepsakes, there's stuff in there. Don't leave it. Somebody will want it, but it has your name on it. And so I want to give appreciation personally to my administrators for supporting my team. My team to put all this together was myself, Sabrina Muniz, Debbie Brown, and Scott Smith. And we spent a lot of money, and it looks like it, right? Lance isn't here, so I can talk about it. Okay, and it looks really great, but we also spent a lot of money on your teachers. And we spent a lot of money on things that would make a difference. And you're going to see that in a few minutes, these wonderful people right down here that were able to come today to present to the 4 winners also spent a lot of money. We made a total in sponsorships to date, $41,544. These people have given so generously to our teacher recognition programs. We are so thankful, so appreciative for what they've done for us, for our educational system. It's an incredible statement of support for our school system and for our school leaders. So I want to thank them so much. So a little bit of information for you for procedure. When you are in line with your numbers, 1, 2, 3. As you come here using these steps, hand me the card so that I can properly give you credit as you go across. And your video should be up there also telling everybody else, your sponsorship. And then don't pick up your bag yet. If the 16 of you don't pick up your bag yet, but do that before you leave. And then, so I need to have, in this order, please, the secondary teacher, the elementary teacher, the first class teacher, and the support staff teacher, who are the winners, up here. In that order. Secondary, elementary. There you go. There you go. No, stop. Can you tell I was in the classroom for 30 years? Okay, so a lot of you are presenting in that order also, so that you understand when you're doing that. Carlos is the secondary, then it goes down in that order. And as we do that, I want to remind of the Teacher of the Year candidates sitting out there, the other 6 of you. I want to be sure to say that Lawton Public School Foundation. The Lawton Public School Foundation has given you $500 for being a semifinalist. Your $500 is in those bags already. Be sure you pick up the right one with your name on it. Okay? All right. Awesome. We will begin. So if you guys can come up here in the correct order, you'll see their names on the video, and they will get to give to our winners their prizes and their appreciation. You have a card, thank you. So from Nissan of Lawton, hang on a minute. We have Donna Elmore presenting $3,500 to the secondary and elementary teacher with a t-shirt, $1,000 to first class, and $500 to support staff. Number 2, right? Awesome. From Kirsten Green, and this is from both of you, and Lisa Carson from the LPS Foundation, we have secondary and elementary and first class teachers all receiving $1,000, support staff $500, and $500 to the finalists, which are in their bags. Number 3, Laura Fields. From Laura Fields Trust, we have Brian Birdwell presenting to secondary and elementary teachers $2,000 each, first class and support staff $1,000 each. From YMCA of Lawton, Mr. Frank Walker is presenting to secondary and elementary $250 in one-year family memberships. First class and support staff are $100 for a total of $2,560. I think your amounts are up there on the screen. From Cameron University, Jennifer Dennis is giving you tuition waivers of $750 each. From Lawton Philharmonic Orchestra, Miss Patty Nyworth is giving 2 season tickets, which are worth $300 each, to each of the recipients. Liberty National Bank, Mr. Brian Henry is giving $250 to each one of our winners. Sylvan Learning of Lawton, Margaret Herman and Tia Miller are giving $100 each to our recipients, plus 6 free sessions for a student of their choice to Sylvan. American Fidelity, Megan Hooper is giving $100 each to each of our recipients. Southwest Oklahoma Federal Credit Union, Miss Jennifer Keller is representing them and is giving $100 to each of our recipients. Fort Sill Federal Credit Union, Ainsley McCarty is giving a $100 gift card to elementary and secondary and a $50 gift card to first class and support staff. Whataburger, Miss Dominique McHenry is giving in these big boxes. Okay, listen to what this is. Never heard of it before. But Whataburger is giving each of their recipients a box with goodies in it. But the best thing is they each get a free hamburger each week of the next year. Dr. James wanted to know if it was a cheeseburger with fries and a Coke. Just asking for interested party. Okay. All right. I'm just, Okay. Yeah. Arvest Bank, Miss Shelley Fields is giving these beautiful gift baskets worth $250. Actually, they're worth more than that because the goodies inside them are worth over $1,000 when you put them all together. So their gift is $2,044. Do we have anybody out there from Jersey Mike's subs? Okay, I have those over here. So Jersey Mike's is giving them $25 gift cards to Jersey Mike's. You want to go ahead and, let them give those each. Okay? Yeah, go give them away, Dr. James. Those are just the people that came here to do that in person. The remaining 18 sponsor donations are represented on our banners in front and are represented on our slides and also in your program. And I want to also thank the media department. They've done a beautiful job of making everything for us. They are just so professional. So everything that you see is from our media departments. I think the best in the state. They should get an award for everything that they do. I encourage you to take the time to read the names of everyone in the program who made a donation to our celebration. I encourage you to shop locally to these people that donate to you. I encourage you to write thank you notes to all of them. Y'all especially, you're required. Okay. Yeah, but I encourage all of you to shop in their stores and thank them, either written or a call or a text or email, because we cannot do this without the help of our fabulous community and the help of our wonderful school board members and our administrators. So please join me in giving everyone another round of applause. So, Mr. Heim, do you have some closing remarks?
Okay, now we get to closing remarks. Now, first of all, I just got to say, the day that I get to go around and present the finalists and go into the buildings and see how excited the kids are when their teacher wins is one of the best days of my career. I love those days and favorite days. I love this meeting. As you can see, this is when people hear me say it's an honor to be the superintendent of Lawton Public Schools. You can see why. And so thank you guys for coming. As it was said by our Teacher of the Year, secondary, let's go home and recharge. Hopefully you enjoy your break. We appreciate everything you guys do. We'll see you January 6th. come back ready to go. And remember, everything we do is for our kids. And thank you again to all of our sponsors and supporters and everybody in this community who supports Lawton Public Schools. Oh.
Okay, we need to take pictures of all of our finalists, all of our semifinalists, and we need to have you on stage, please, so we can get pictures right over there.